The Young Turks brought to you by Carbonite Online Backup. Get a free trial at Carbonite.com by using the promo code TYT, and you also get 2 months free if you decide to buy.
Tim Pawlenty, he's going to do his own ad. This guy, man, nails on a frickin' chalkboard. Let's watch.
Time to win the future.
I've got a question for you. How can America win the future when we're losing the president?
You got people and families out here in the United States that are struggling.
Washington has given up on the jobs.
It's staggering. Can't pay their mortgage.
Home sales a record low.
In order for America to take a new direction, it's going to take a new president.
How do we get a new direction from the idiots that ruined the economy in the first place? That gave the bankers every goddamn thing they wanted and cost us 8 million jobs. How would those idiots, those morons, help us go in a new direction? And you see the lightning over the White House. Oh, scary. Who does this guy think he is? V for Vendetta? With that, like, cutting out and stuff? Like somehow Tim Pawlenty's for change? Tim Pawlenty's for the little guy fighting against the power establishment? What a joke. Here, let me show you a video of Tim Pawlenty defending corporate tax rates that are 0%. Clip number 2.
Do you think corporations like Bank of America should pay their fair share? What are your thoughts on that?
I think actually the corporate tax rate in Minnesota and in the country is too high. And one of the things I think we could and should do.
Do you think zero is too high with Bank of America paying nothing?
We have the highest corporate tax rate, or one of them, in the.
But they use loopholes in offshore bank accounts to pay nothing.
Well, one of the things I've called for is reducing tax rates and looking at exemptions or special deals within the tax code that give certain companies privileges or benefits. I can't speak to what any individual company would get in that regard, but I think one goal or direction for tax reform is to simplify and reduce tax rates and clean out as many of the special deals as possible.
To be clear, do you think Bank of America pays too much in taxes already?
I think he answered that. I don't know firsthand what Bank of America pays in taxes, but I will just say, setting aside Bank of America, the corporate tax rate in the United States of America is too high compared to our competitor nations.
The effective tax rate for corporations in America is around 6 to 7%. It's because they don't pay their taxes. They go to the Cayman Islands, et cetera, they get a million different tricks, okay? So this guy is asking, Bank of America pays nothing in taxes. Is it too high? And Tim Pawlenty says, we got to reduce the tax rate for corporations. How can you reduce it below zero? Now, I know the tax rate is 35% theoretically, but the point of the question is they don't actually pay that. Bank of America and some other giant corporations pay 0%. And Tim Pawlenty, being the good corporate robot that he is, says, no, corporations must pay less. They must always pay less. That is what I have been told to do. I am for change. I am for the little guy. That corporate drone to the maximum. And then he's running V for Vendetta ads over there like he's fighting the power. Please. He's got the lightning coming on like, storm is coming. We've got a media establishment that takes people like Pawlenty seriously when they are mindless corporate robots, man. That guy is, you think he gives one single damn about an average American? All right. By the way, look, it doesn't matter because Pawlenty's going to lose. Pawlenty's a loser, okay? Look, I could be wrong. I say it every time because I don't think I have all the answers. What I do is I accumulate facts, I make logical connections between them, and I present them to you. And I think that I did do a pretty decent job of that. That's why you watch the show, and that's why I'm right most of the time, okay? The logical connections here is that Tim Pawlenty is like duller than this piece of wood, okay? And every time he goes to make a speech, people are like, I got to go grab a hot dog or something, man. This guy's the worst. So I don't think he has any chance of winning. But the Washington media loves him. And by the way, isn't that a funny coincidence? A guy who's done nothing with his life. He was governor of Minnesota, so what? What was his major accomplishment? Nothing, okay? But they love him. Why does the Washington media love him? Because they're also corporate robots. So like, oh, that is another corporate robot. We like him so much. He will do everything the corporations need. Does every robot have to do this?
Eventually, you're going to have a computer disaster, your computer is going to crash, and you're going to lose all your files. But with Carbonite Online Backup, you don't have to worry about any of that because it automatically saves your files off-site. You can access all of your backed up files from any computer remotely, or if you want, you can also access your files through an iPhone or BlackBerry with Carbonite's awesome free app. Carbonite costs just $55 a year for unlimited backup for your PC or Mac. Think about it, that's less than $5 a month. Get a free trial at Carbonite.com by using the promo code TYT, and you also get 2 months free if you decide to buy.